That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? You know, I've said for a long time, the single by far best thing that Star Wars has ever made post the original trilogy has been Andor. I mean, I was absolutely floored by it. I couldn't believe how much it engrossed me and how much I got into it. And it's just like another level that I didn't know Star Wars could do in the modern age. Well, the brainchild behind that is, of course, Tony Gilroy. And Tony Gilroy is about to deliver unto us, the people, Andor Season 2, which has a very interesting release schedule. It's 12 episodes. It's going to be released over 4 weeks in 3 episode bunches, each representing 1 year. It's a very creative thing they're doing. I like it a lot. And, you know, even in the discussions about who's going to replace Kathleen Kennedy, well, not my first choice. I said I wouldn't hate the idea of a Tony Gilroy, knowing what he can bring to the whole thing. But don't count on it. Kathleen Kennedy recently did an interview where she talked about Tony Gilroy and what an amazing job he's done in Andor, but suggested you're not going to see him get involved in anything else Star Wars moving forward. And now Tony Gilroy himself has just come out and said, yeah, I'm out of here when it comes to Star Wars. I'm done. After Andor Season 2, I'm out. The headlines read, there are other things he wants to do. Andor showrunner doubles down on walking away from the franchise after Season 2. It says this comes from Game Rant. Gilroy revealed that he was behind the decision to not return to the franchise for more work following the conclusion of Andor, because of course Andor Season 2 brings us right up to Rogue One, and we know there's no future for Andor after Rogue One. For more work following the conclusion of Andor, and highlighted just how long he'd already given to the franchise. I've been peripherally involved for 10 years and intensely involved for 6 years, Gilroy explained. So that's a pretty big chunk of my life. There are other things to do. I think when it's done, I will have left a pretty big piece of Star Wars real estate behind. I'm not feeling guilty about not chipping in anymore. So I'm going to tell you this straight up. This broke my heart. Because, again, I'm not saying that Andor is the ultimate form of Star Wars, but it was just so different. And it's like, I've always said it feels more like an HBO show than it does like a Disney Plus show. And I mean that in all the best ways possible. In a Star Wars universe that can sometimes feel a little too much the same, he really brought a new dimension to it. Something that was different on a different kind of level, right? And a Star Wars for grown-ups with Andor. And I cannot wait for Season 2. And I kind of had it foolishly in my head that he was going to be around for a lot longer. And after Andor, he would take on a new project in Star Wars, right? But I get it. It makes sense. He has been involved with Star Wars for a long time, going all the way back to Rogue One. He's contributed. He's done his due. And if he wants to move on, I completely respect that. And I will just tip my hat and say, thank you, sir. So long, and thanks for all the fish. And that'll be that. But we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, NordVPN. All right, let's be real. There's nothing worse than wanting to stream your favorite show or watch a live game only to find out it's blocked in your country. But guess what? With NordVPN, that is never a problem. With just one click, you can switch your virtual location and access content from anywhere in the world. I have loved using NordVPN. Whether I'm traveling and using public Wi-Fi or just shopping online, NordVPN keeps my personal info safe and private. By switching my location, I can even save money on flights, hotels, and subscriptions. It's like a cheat code for getting the best deals. NordVPN is the fastest VPN in the world, so there's no buffering when I'm streaming. Plus, their threat protection feature blocks malware, trackers, and phishing attempts, keeping my devices safe 24/7. And with just one account, I can protect up to 10 devices, so my whole setup is covered. So to get the best discount on your NordVPN plan, head to nordvpn.com/John Campea, and our link will even give you 4 extra months for free on the 2-year plan. Plus, there's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Links in the description. Check it out now. I'm not going to lie to you, Rob. I read this and I wanted to weep because I want this guy sticking. He represents the best Star Wars has ever done since Return of the Jedi ended. I am heartbroken. I get it. number one, do you buy what he's saying? I don't see there to be any this isn't like a cast in a movie or something. And what are your thoughts about him walking away from Star Wars after Andor season 2?
Oh, more power to him. I mean, look, he worked on Rogue One. You know, he came in and helped fix that movie, or quote unquote fix it. He's an Academy Award nominated. I always say won, but he really didn't. But, you know, he wrote and directed movies like Michael Clayton, which I love.
Yeah, so
you know,
good.
He's a great writer and director, and he brought a prestige back to the Star Wars franchise. I think. Can you imagine Tony Gilroy sitting down and watching Ahsoka? I mean, it'd be the kind of thing like he'd be
like
himself,
this. He'd be like this the whole time.
You know, what is this? And I think that Tony Gilroy, like he said, 10 years of his life, the fact that we get Rogue One, you know, if I was going to show somebody Star Wars now, if I had kids and was going to show them Star Wars, I might start with Andor and have them and when they're young, they would understand deliberate pacing. They would understand the slow burn. And then you go all the way to Rogue One, and then you hit them with Star Wars.
Right.
Not A New Hope, the original Star Wars, because I have that on Blu-ray. So, hey, I could do that too. That would be an incredible, just that would be an incredible, can you imagine if that was the first time you saw Star Wars, and if you had a smart kid that you educated properly and could watch a movie or watch a show like Andor, that would blow their minds.
Yeah.
And he did that. And I look, I got to tell you, I go back and watch Rogue One more than almost any other Star Wars movie because I've seen the original Star Wars a million times, same with Empire Strikes Back. And there's something about the tone of Rogue One that I love. And the Battle of Scarif is my favorite space battle in the entire franchise.
I love that you mentioned tone because like I am the opposite of a lot of my friends when it comes, I love Rogue One as well. I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm actually even more into the first half of Rogue One because of the tone.
Yeah, dude, I love Ben Mendelsohn.
Oh, Mendelsohn!
I can't wait. I can't wait to see him come back.
Yeah,
he's awesome. And that when him and Mads Mikkelsen when they're shooting that into Iceland at the man, that's
a man of your talent.
It's so good. I haven't read that book. You know, the book that came out before. I love that book about the construction.
Somebody's illiterate. What a brag.
What a brag. Chris, I mean,
humble brag.
Yeah.
We've got Andor season 2 still coming.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's only going to be over the scope of 4 weeks, but I get it. It's really, they're going to tell 1 year and 3 episodes 4 times. Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty cool. But Tony Gilroy saying he's packing it up in Star Wars. How do you feel about that? And if he does, what do you see his kind of legacy as? What does he leave behind with Star Wars?
I mean, I definitely think he's going to leave. He's going to come to the conclusion of what he wants to do with the story. And as he says, there are other things to do. That's a large chunk of your life to spend on a property. Even if it is as magical as Star Wars, there are other things to go out and do. I think that he has made a huge impact on Star Wars of really, and I hate when people talk about this, but I'm going to say it, elevated the franchise. We have intrigue, we have nuance. It's really beautifully done. It's a espionage thriller. It's a really cool way to play in the sandbox, which is what I want us to do more of in Star Wars. We got a little bit of that in Skeleton Crew. Keep giving me different genres within this galaxy. It doesn't have to be all Jedi and Sith. It can be a whole bunch of things in different types of stories and different types of genres within there. Obviously, the people at Lucasfilm, at Disney, everybody involved here, really understands too that this is a prestige show that needs more eyes on it and people should be watching it.
Yeah.
Disney did a beautiful thing by timing. Let's release those first 3 episodes of season 1 on YouTube for free with this announcement.
Yeah. And Hulu, they put the entire series over on Hulu. Yep. Yeah.
So they definitely know that this is a hot commodity that they want more people to look at. It's a smart marketing move. And I really think this is going to be played into the marketing of this as well with, you know, from the visionary mind of Tony Gilroy, his final time with us in Star Wars. I think they're really, really going to capitalize on that. And that should also take a little bit of, not heat, but maybe some negativity around Kennedy's kind of am I leaving, am I not kind of situation right now.
It's interesting too because Andor, I feel like right now is having the same effect, to talk about the importance of the show, that Mandalorian season 1 did. Because when Mandalorian season 1 came out, I mean, the Star Wars fandom was as divided as it's ever been. And finally something came out where mostly everybody got on board with. Yeah. I feel like Andor can be that as well. Not that it's going to be everybody's cup of tea, but in general, I think this is a Star Wars show that everybody from all the various spectrums in the Star Wars fandom can come together on and say, hey, we got something that's really good. If season 2 plays out that way as well. To your point, Chris, I think it's something else that would be smart for them. How many episodes was Andor season 1?
Ooh,
I
I'll have to look
want.
that
I
up.
want to say 8,
Hold
but
on.
I could be
That was
wrong
like
about that.
12.
Or maybe it was like 12. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
12 episodes. Yeah.
it was
Oh,
12.
wow.
So I think
Always trust
another
Rob.
good thing for them to do, besides releasing some of the episodes for free on YouTube, putting the series on Hulu, I honestly think on ABC, they should do 12 nights of Andor, where they just play the entire series in 12 nights and put that on ABC regular broadcast television to lead up to this. But because I think it would catch a lot of people. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about Tony Gilroy saying, this is it, I'm hanging it up for Star Wars. I'm going to deliver Andor Season 2, put everything into it that I have, and now I'm going to go on to other things. It breaks my heart. Maybe you're okay with it. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.